to my channel. Today I will be talking about how to become a model and what steps you have to do to become a successful model as well. So from my experience, first of all, you have to sign with an agency, and I would do it proactively. I would just go into your city, into the biggest city that's close to you, and search online on Google for a model agency. You can find, I will link it below, a list from Vogue, and they have the most legitimate, most professional agencies on their website, and you can just find if there's any city around you, and you can just go from there basically. So as soon as you found agencies, I would try to call all of them or try to make appointments via email, and sometimes they are going to require Polaroids. Polaroids are plain photos of you wearing either jeans with a white top or a black jeans, something where they can see your body shape very well. And I'm gonna put some examples over here of me doing my Polaroids. So they basically want a photo where you stand straight and look into the camera, then from the side, from the back, and from the other side. Sometimes they also want 3/4 shots where you're standing diagonal basically. And yeah, they are gonna look at your body shapes, and then also they want you always to pull up your hair. So you basically show your profiles like this. And yeah, this is what most agencies require. So you attach them in your mail. When you introduce yourself, you are telling them about your age, your height, and your weight. These are metrics that are important to them. And then you basically wait for a response, and if they're interested, they will reach out pretty soon. You don't need a portfolio. So that means you don't have, if you're starting off and you want a professional career as a model, that doesn't mean that you have to pay anyone before or any photographers. You don't have to, if you would like to get some experience already and you have some hobby photo shoots before that, or even professional shoots, that's amazing, that's great for yourself. But if you want to sign with a professional agency, you will not need to have pictures already. When you are a little bit longer in the industry, then of course it's nice if you change the agency, or if you're looking for another agency to bring your portfolio so they can represent you already online. But what this agency is going to do, if they are interested in you, they're going to invite you to the location. You're going to basically present yourself, and they're going to get to know you, get a personal feeling, and then they are going to take pictures again. Then they're probably going to measure you. They will always going to measure the breast, basically here around the breasts, waistline, your hips. And don't be scared of that. I mean, I personally always had anxiety when people would be like, oh, we have to measure you now, but this is unfortunately part of the job. This is the industry. They're gonna do this everywhere. They are going to do this at castings. They always want to know your measurements and see if you can fit into the clothes that they have as samples, or that they gonna pick out for you that day. Then they got tell you on the spot if they are interested in you, or they gonna call you back afterwards and gonna let you know. The next step is, if you successfully sign with an agency, go through the contract. I'm gonna do a whole nother video about that, what's important in contracts, what shouldn't be in there, what should be in there, and how you secure your rights as a person. What agencies are going to try is, especially when you're very young, they want you exclusively. And this is actually basically a choice you have to make. I think it's very, very good if you talk with someone about it that is either also in the industry and has some experience, or a peer, or parents, or whatever, a good friend, because they will try to convince you that it's good to only stay with them. And I would agree with them. It's good to be exclusive, because they are going to build your whole portfolio, and they don't want you to run off with that pictures and go to the next agency immediately afterwards. So it makes sense until you're at a certain age probably, and things change. Sometimes you don't want to stay with this agency because they are not able to give you enough jobs, and then you want to change. So you always have to read the contract on experience again. If if this is what you want, and then you can always renegotiate. So you are fine to like say your opinion and be like, yeah, well, this doesn't fit to me, or can we change this and that in the contract? And especially if you have a parent there, that can help you like figuring this out and be self-confident about it. So basically, when the contract is done, when you got to know the people in the agency, they are going to give you a contact to a booker. And this booker is going to be basically your friend in the agency. It's good if you build a really good relationship with them, because they are going to help you to get you jobs. They are trying to book you for shootings. They're trying to build your portfolio with you, and they are going to propose you to other photographers. So basically, at the beginning, to build a portfolio, you need to do test shootings. And test shootings are shootings where you do pictures with photographers that are called TFP. So basically, time for pictures is free. You don't have to pay anything for that. The photographer doesn't pay, and the makeup artist doesn't pay. And then sometimes there's also a stylist which organizes the clothes for that day. But most of the time, model agencies or the industry wants it very clean. So you don't have a lot of makeup, you don't have like crazy clothes. They just want to see how you look, like how fresh you look, how beautiful your natural being is, and not so much schnick schnack. As soon as you have enough pictures, your agency is going to build your portfolio and going to send out these pictures, this portfolio, digitally to clients and see how their response is. And they're going to place you at a certain budget in the market as you start as a newcomer. They also call it new face. You have a certain day rate, and yeah, they're going to place you with this day rate, and then hopefully you will book the first job. And yeah, your booker will send you beforehand all the information via email. They're gonna send you the location of the job. Sometimes if you don't live in the area where the job is going to be, they're gonna send you a train ticket or a plane ticket, dependent on where you're at and where the job is at. And all the information about the client, what client it is, what shooting it is. Sometimes it's also less information. You don't really know what you will be doing, but at least you will always have an address of a photo studio, the photographer, and like the brand's name. So I would suggest you also to look that up before you work for it, because there's so many brands in the world, and some of them, they're so unknown, so you don't really know what they do. But it's always good to go on their websites and like check out what they do and like get an idea. And yeah, they will send you all the information, and then basically you just go to the place. And mostly there's a makeup artist. There's rare times where you have to do your makeup yourself, but they will ask you about it before. And you're gonna do the job. It's mostly from 9 till 6, let's say. It's mostly 8 hours plus 1 hour break. And yeah, that's basically how you start. I think I went too much in detail already, but this was like a little guidance from start to like the first job. And in my next video, I'm gonna be talking about do's and don'ts. So what agencies do, what clients do, and what they don't, and what you should really be careful about and look out for. So thank you for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Closer, if you're playing with my mind.